Hi guys, so today I will be showing you all the quick and easy way to make Chinese style fried rice, which is super yummy. It's packed with flavor. Now originally when I cooked this rice, I was kind of in a hurry because I had a prior obligation, so I did not record step-by-step videos. However, I did take pictures, and so I will be guiding you along the way how to make it. This video here is when I actually did the plastic bag method when I made beans and rice with my curry chicken. But you can do any rice this way. And then what you want to do is boil the rice like regular. And then you're going to, in this video, I pulled the bag off slowly, but you want to snatch it off kind of fast so that your bag does not burn. And then the purpose of the plastic bag method is that it draws out the moisture from your rice and it leaves it perfectly cooked, exactly restaurant style. Alright guys, so what you want to do here is screenshot this page really quickly. If you don't know how to do the plastic bag method with your rice, then reference this page. Once your rice is cooked fully, you want to let it cool off and place it in the freezer for 30 minutes. While your rice is cooling off in the freezer, you want to go ahead and get everything else ready. So I chopped up my scallions. I sliced my onions very thin. I bought peas and carrots already pre-frozen just because it makes it a quicker meal. If you want to do things fresh, then be my guest. I bought ham steak, which gives you the ham thick. I sliced it into cubes. And then I also rinsed my shrimp. They were already peeled and deveined. I just took off the tails. I whipped together my eggs, and then I placed this all on the counter so that once my rice was finished cooling off, I could put everything in the pan together. You want to get your pan very hot with oil before you add your eggs in. Add the eggs and allow them to cook for about 60 seconds before you begin to scramble them. That way they will be fluffy. Once your eggs are done, you want to remove those from the pan, add in your vegetables, saute them for about 2 to 3 minutes or until they begin to wilt. You are now going to scoot the vegetables over to the side, add in both your shrimp and your ham, and saute those for about 3 more minutes. Next, I added my frozen vegetables to the pan and let those cook about 3 to 4 minutes. I had already had them defrosting on the counter, so it didn't take long. Once the vegetables are done cooking, you are going to add back in your shrimp. You're going to add back in your ham, and then you are also going to add your rice on top of everything that is on the bottom. And remember, this is your rice that has been sitting in the freezer chilling. So it's going to give you a really nice texture when you mix it in with your other food and fry it. Nothing mushy, nothing sticking together. This will be that I use restaurant style rice if you follow all of my directions.
All of these come into play after you have cooked everything. And this is when you are adding your rice to the pan. After you have already added your shrimp and your ham, and you should have your onions, your scallions, everything should be in, vegetables should be in by this time. And what you want to do is, I did about 2 tablespoons of the soy sauce. Depending on you, you can do low sodium soy sauce and reduce it down to maybe 1.5 tablespoons. I did 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. I did 1 tablespoon of the ground white pepper, and the orange sauce is actually what I use for my chicken, but you can reduce it down and then still use this as a sauce on top of your rice. The sesame oil, you want to be very careful with this one because it gives a lot of flavor, so you don't want to pour too much or it's going to make your meal taste funny, but it does give it that nice kick. It's that missing flavor that you always taste in Chinese food that you can never translate in your rice, and this is why. So you only want to do about a half a teaspoon of the sesame oil, just a couple drops. And this is when you are adding everything back in and you're going to let it fry for a few more minutes.
Okay, so at this point, guys, everything should be back in your pan. I have mixed all of my seasonings inside of here. I'm going to give it a good whisk and I'm going to fry it for a couple more minutes. I also did add in a couple pieces of butter to my rice, just my preference, completely up to you. Once you have given your rice a good whisk and mix everything together, let it fry a couple more minutes, you can now add back in your eggs that you previously scrambled. And then what you're going to do is just mix it in together. You don't need any more seasonings, and let that fry for an additional 4 to 5 minutes on the stove. You know, after that's done, you can go ahead and serve this up. Your rice should be super yummy, cooked all the way through. Nothing should be munchy, nothing should be mushy, nothing should be crunchy. I like to pat it flat and then just cover it and let it sit for about another minute. Again, these are all your seasonings that you need. Screenshot if you like to. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you copy this recipe, please feel free to tag me. I love to see how it turns out. And again, I really appreciate you guys for coming on the page, taking the time out to watch my video. I really truly hope you like it, and I hope we all have an amazing day.